Hello, I'm Schuh and this is Procurement in the Park. So in one of the previous episodes I talked about the importance of procurement having a seat at the table. And remember, the key lesson learned here was if you don't bring anything to the table, you don't deserve a seat at the table. So now the obvious question is, what do you do with a seat at the table? And I believe the best thing procurement can do is providing a counterbalance to the wishes and demands of product marketing. So in a lot of companies I have seen, product marketing wants to cover many different price points for the customer market, and they ask for a multitude of new products. So new products should be churned out, which obviously burdens internal engineering resources, but also really burdens suppliers. So it causes a lot of turnover at suppliers, it causes short production runs. Ultimately it also compromises quality, because if you have the short production runs and the multitude of products, you lose focus and product quality suffers. Now let's look at how Apple does this in contrast. So here is an overview of price points the iPhone covered in 2017. And I picked 2017 because in that year we could see the clearest manifestation of Apple's approach. So this year it's not so clear, because Apple is still in this transition from Touch ID to Face ID, but I believe 2017 is really a great example. And you can see that with very minimal redesign, re-engineering, creating new products, Apple was able to cover a price range from $350 to $1,150. And realistically, there was really not a lot of wasted work, wasted effort in there. So, for example, the iPhone X and the iPhone 8 share a lot of the silicon, a lot of the electronic architecture. Then Apple kept the iPhone 7, Apple kept the iPhone 6s completely unchanged. You may argue that the iPhone SE required some re-engineering, this is true. So while they essentially reused the chassis and industrial design of the iPhone 5s. They introduced the silicon of the iPhone 6s, but again, compared to what other companies are doing, very limited effort. Now you may argue that Apple can afford this quite restricted approach to offering new products to the market because of its strong brand recognition. But I would almost argue the opposite. So if you look at production run per smartphone model, Apple probably has the highest volume of any smartphone maker out there. Yes, Samsung makes more smartphones, but Samsung has a highly fragmented line of products. So Apple could indeed afford launching specific low-cost models, but they consciously refrain from doing so, because they do want to harvest the benefits of long, steady production runs at suppliers. They want to harvest the focus on product quality, and this is a lot easier if you don't churn out unnecessary new products. So how is this working in your company? Is your procurement providing a useful counterweight to the wishes of product marketing? Is there something you believe you could learn from Apple's approach? Let me know down below, and as usual I will come back to you within 24 hours. If you would like to subscribe, click here. If you would like to watch another one of my videos, click over here. Thank you. Bye.